that at a very young age, I realized that my calling was to play for our Tiranga. From the age of 5, I captained all my teams in the juniors and eventually for school in Calcutta. I captained the school team in cricket, hockey, football, athletics, swimming and track. And when I was 11 years old, a Dutch footballer called Marco van Basten had come to Calcutta with one of the great Brazilian football players called PELE. I was a ball boy when the New York Cosmos team with Van Basten and PELE came to the big Eden Garden Stadium. And being an exuberant young kid, when one of the balls came out towards my direction, instead of catching it back and throwing it, I collected it on my chest. And I juggled the ball for about six and a half seconds without it touching the ground. And when PELE came over to me, I headed it to him. And then he looked at me and he said, "After match, you meet me." I thought I was in trouble. I didn't realize that after the match, I was actually doing an audition for the great PELE and Marco van Basten. And after 15 minutes of auditioning with them, kicking the ball, trapping the ball, juggling it, and doing movements, Marco van Basten went over to my Baba and said to Dad that your son has just been selected for the PSV Eindhoven Junior Football Camp. I went over to Holland for 6 weeks. And then after 6 weeks, I was picked by the FC Barcelona Football Academy to play for their under-17 team. You can just imagine a young Indian boy who grew up playing gully cricket and gully football barefoot was selected to play football at the Barcelona Football Academy. After 7 months of playing there, the coaches came to me and said, "You are good enough to make the playing 11 of the under-17 team even though you are only 11 years old. But you have to give up your Indian passport." Why? Because we're going to spend millions of dollars on you, on your fitness training, your mental training, your coaching. And we don't want you to play for another country. We want you to play for Spain. I packed my bags and I came back home. I packed my bags and I came back home because as a 7-year-old and an 8-year-old and a 9-year-old, I used to iron my mother's playing jersey for India, which was light blue with dark blue sleeves, and the jersey number was number 5. I ironed my father's playing jersey, which was dark blue with light blue sleeve, and the number was 10. And as a young boy, ironing that blue, I always wanted to have my own blue.